The 997 GT3, your $150,000 ticket to Porsche glory in 2025. Is this the best 911 investment ever? Let's get something clear. The 997 GT3 isn't just another 911. This is the last GT3 with a Mezger engine and old-school hydraulic steering. Basically, it's the car Porsche built before they remembered they had shareholders. Between 2006 and 2011, this thing delivered raw driving thrills that modern supercars can only dream of, and collectors are taking notice. Over half of enthusiasts still prefer manuals, and more than 20% of buyers want affordable 911s, even if GT3s sit proudly above that bracket. Back in 2018, $90K. Today, $134,000 and climbing. Stick around, we're diving into why the 997 GT3 is a screaming deal, how to score one at auction, what it'll cost to keep it alive, and it will even take a wild ride to 9,000 RPM. Spoiler alert, your wallet and your soul might both thank you. A manual GT3 that gains value while you thrash it? Let's unpack the hype. Let's break it down. First, there's the 997.1 GT3, produced from 2006 to 2008. It came with a 3.6-liter Mezger flat 6, delivering 415 horsepower and a 6-speed manual transmission. Just about 2,000 were built, then came the 997.2 GT3 from 2009 to 2011, which bumped power to 435 horsepower from a 3.8-liter Mezger. It also brought refined suspension and improved aerodynamics. Production, just over 2,200. That's only around 4,256 cars in total, ultra rare compared to the 200,000 plus 997 series 911s produced overall. Price-wise, exclusivity is reflected clearly. A well-maintained 997.1 trades between $120,000 and $150,000. The 997.2 commands more, $130,000 to $170,000, depending on mileage and condition. As for the RS variants like the 997.2 GT3 RS 4.0, think $500K plus. That's supercar money for a reason. So why are values climbing? Simple. Appreciation meets scarcity. Back in 2018, you could snag a clean 997.2 GT3 for $90K. Fast forward to 2024, and the average has jumped to $134K. Some recent BAT auctions even hit $170K for low-mileage examples. That's nearly double in just 6 years. Forums like Renlist predict another 10 to 20% gain by 2030, especially for manual, low-mileage cars with a clean record. But this isn't just a numbers game. The 997 GT3 represents the last GT3 with the legendary Mezger engine and old-school hydraulic steering. No turbo lag, no dual clutch trickery, no gimmicks, just raw mechanical analog driving. It's a car that demands something from you, and gives even more in return. Compared to its siblings, it hits a unique sweet spot. The 996 GT3 is cheaper but haunted by potential IMS issues and a less refined ride. The 991.2 GT3, while newer and faster, leans toward luxury and size. The 997 GT3 strikes the perfect balance, pure enough for purists, modern enough for real-world driving. In short, the 997 GT3 is that rare thing, an enthusiast car that's also a solid financial bet. Whether you're chasing apexes or asset growth, this Porsche delivers both. No app subscription required. Think the 997 GT3's hitting 200K? Drop your guess in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Porsche insights. So, you've decided to chase down a 997 GT3. Great choice. Now, let's make sure you don't overpay, or worse, buy someone else's expensive mistake. Start with research. Study sales on Bring a Trailer, BAT, and Cars and Bids. Look closely at mileage, condition, and final bids. A key example, in February 2025, a 997.2 GT3 with 35,000 miles, full service history, and a clean title sold for $140,000. It was unmodified and accident-free, just how buyers and investors like it. Before placing a single bid, budget for a pre-purchase inspection, PPI. A solid PPI will cost $800 to $1,500 from a reputable Porsche specialist. It's worth every penny. You'll want a DME report to spot over revs, check clutch health, inspect suspension wear, and uncover signs of track use. That $200 DME printout might save you from a $30,000 gearbox disaster. Mileage matters. Cars under 30,000 miles carry about a $20,000 premium. But don't dismiss higher mileage GT3s. If they've been properly maintained, they can be a smarter buy with less depreciation ahead. As for bidding, set a realistic ceiling. A clean 997.2 GT3 should fall in the $130K to $150K range. Keep some breathing room for buyer fees, shipping, and, let's be honest, your first real tires after spirited driving. Bid in the last 3 minutes to avoid pushing prices up early. It's a digital street fight. Enter late. Private party deals are also worth exploring. Sites like Renlist and Pelican Parts often list cars with more history and less markup. You could save $5,000 to $10,000 compared to auctions, and maybe make a Porsche friend along the way. Watch out for red flags, no maintenance records, aftermarket modifications, which can cost $10,000 or more to reverse, or any sign the car lived its life as a weekend track weapon. Bonus caution, check if the car has Porsche ceramic composite brakes. They're incredible, until the $8,000 bill lands on your desk. Case in point, in March 2025, a 997.1 GT3 with 40K miles and a spotless PPI sold for just $125K, below market but above average value. Bottom line, do your homework, spend on the PPI, and time your bid. The right GT3 is out there, waiting, and it's still a smart buy. So, you bought one. Now what? Annual upkeep? Expect $2,000 to $3,500. That includes oil changes every 5,000 miles, $400, brake fluid every 2 years, $150, and tires every 15,000 miles, $1,500. Major services, plugs, belts, fluids, run $1,500 to $3,000 every 30K miles. Use an independent Porsche shop and you'll save about 25% over dealer pricing. Common issues: the 997.1 may need a clutch around 40K miles. Budget $3,000. Coolant pipe pinning is $1,200. PASM shocks $2,500. The 997.2, more robust. Expect water pump replacements, $900, and dynamic engine mounts, $1,000, around 50K miles. Both engines, no IMS issues. It's the Mezger miracle. Reliability, MOT pass rate is 90%, and that's on 15-year-old sports cars. But track use bumps maintenance by 30%. Expect to pay $5,000 plus for brakes after serious track days. Best tip, set aside $7,000 for surprises, gearbox rebuilds, odd electrical gremlins. These are Porsche problems, not ifs. You can save money too. DIY your fluids and save $300K a year. Stick with OEM parts and keep your resale strong. Or grab an extended warranty for $3,000 a year for peace of mind. One owner on PCA put 150K miles on his 997.2 GT3 with only $15,000 in repairs. That's $100 per 1,000 miles for a car that revs like a banshee and climbs in value. So yes, budget $3K to $5K a year and your GT3 stays investment grade. Got GT3 ownership tips? Share below. Like this breakdown, hit subscribe for more car smart content. So you've heard the stats, but what's it actually like to own one of these? Renlist user JMR shared his impressions after 3 months with a 997.1 GT3. The car is just so well balanced and confidence-inspiring. The steering is sublime, the brakes are phenomenal, and the engine is a masterpiece. I've never driven a car that feels so connected to the road. Another owner, Reggie, highlighted the car's dual nature. The 997 GT3 is a car that you can drive to the track, have an amazing time, and then drive home comfortably. It's the perfect blend of performance and usability. User 997GT3 RS compared the 997.1 and 997.2 GT3 as weekend cars. They're amazing cars, and after nearly 4 years with mine, I can say there's no other car I'd rather have at that price point for my use. I can drive it to the track, have a blast, and drive it home. It's reliable, engaging, and just pure fun. GT3 RS 4.0 shared his journey of buying a 997 GT3 RS. I quickly discovered the 458 wasn't the experience I was looking for, and sold it after 4 to 6 months of owning it, and luckily selling it for what I paid. The 997 GT3 RS, on the other hand, has been everything I hoped for and more. These real-world experiences underscore the 997 GT3's blend of performance, reliability, and daily usability. Owners consistently praise its driving dynamics, build quality, and the joy it brings, both on and off the track. Now, here's the part that makes all the spreadsheets, inspections, and bank transfers worth it. Picture this, you're in third gear. The road ahead unwinds through the hills, and the 3.8-liter Mezger Flat 6 is screaming past 8,500 RPM. You heel toe down to second, the gear shift clicks with surgical precision, and the hydraulic steering feeds every pebble straight into your fingertips. There's no delay, no artificial filter, just you, the machine, and the road. This isn't driving. This is time travel. Back to when a Porsche was built for feel, not focus groups. No drive modes, no touchscreens, no digital interference, just pure visceral connection. Compared to the 996 GT3, it's more refined. Compared to the 991.2, it's leaner, more alive. The 997 GT3 hits that elusive sweet spot. It's the Goldilocks GT3. Not too old, not too new, just right. But it's not just about the drive. It's also one of the smartest car buys you can make. Values have risen from $90K in 2018 to $134K in 2024. Limited production, manual transmission, and that bulletproof Mezger motor, those are the holy trinity of future appreciation. Experts predict another 10 to 20% growth by 2030, and frankly, they might be conservative. Want to get in? Look for a 997.2 GT3 under 40,000 miles, with full maintenance records and zero sketchy mods. Aim to pay between $130,000 and $150,000. Prioritize a thorough pre-purchase inspection. It's your best insurance. Hunt smart on Renlist, Porsche Finder, or bring a trailer. Risks? Sure. Track-heavy cars lose value. Poor service history is a red flag, and mods can cost thousands to reverse. Keep $7,000 aside for the unexpected, and you'll sleep easy. So what's the final verdict? The 997 GT3 isn't just a car. It's a legacy you get to live out one apex at a time. A Porsche that rewards you with both driving pleasure and financial growth. It's passion that pays. Think it's the ultimate 911? Vote in the poll. Share your buying tips in the comments, and if you're hunting your next classic, stick around. We're diving into even more Porsche legends next week. Thanks for investing your time, and remember, keep shifting.